Then we're gonna get our capo, our handy capo, put that on that 6 spread. And get this beautiful sound here.
Should have a hobby of some kind. They like to play, get them a good instrument and play. You don't have to try to make a living out of it.
Just Dance, new game. But people have been saying, hey, how about a new Splinter Cell? They said, hey, Beyond Good and Evil 2 is probably not going to be at the show. So,
oh man, you took my joke.
I'm sorry. Beyond Good and Evil. Streaming here on Twitch, you can do so by pre-ordering right through the Blacksmith extension. Also, just want to say thank you to everyone who's joined us here for another day of E3. Don't forget, there's 3 more days after this where we're going to be breaking down more. Yeah, so today is just the kickoff for day number 2. The PC Gaming Show is right around the corner where we've got Sean, Day 9 Plot, and Frankie Ward going to be teaming up with PC Gaming and, of course, all the great developers to bring you much more here for E3.
Love you, Frankie.
Love you, Frankie. John. Day 2. This is the PC Gaming Show.
This is the PC Gaming Show. A celebration of the most vibrant gaming platform. For the next 2 hours, you'll see all new gameplay footage, trailers, and interviews. Taking the stage today are first gameplay
Hola, ¿qué
footage
tal?
for Vampire the
¿Qué tal? Habrá
Masquerade,
gente acá, ya hay
Bloodlines
7
2,
espectadores.
Borderlands 3,
Ah, ¿cómo que no
The
sabes? Sí
Reveal
sabes.
of Evil
Ahí está,
Genius
ahí está.
2, Starmancer, Last Oasis, 2 new games from Coffee Stain Studios, Griftlands, Planet Zoo, What's Next for Terraria, Remnant from the Ashes, Mosaic,
Buenas, ¿qué tal gente? ¿Cómo les va? Estoy aquí yo enfermo, cansado, débil. Sí, muy débil.
Reveal of Unexplored
Y
2.
perdone por las molestias de no hablar, es que acá estoy con mi co-acompañante, Confi Verde, que me va a ayudar. Vamos, estamos listos para lo que probablemente sea una conferencia aburridísima, pero vamos a ver qué tal. Oh, parece que mejoraron mucho del año pasado, ¿eh?
Ladies and gentlemen,
Y del
welcome
antepasado.
to the PC Gaming Show. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Para nosotros los PC
We're
Master
so
Race.
happy you're here today. We have a great show for you lined up. We got 30 games that we're going to be showing off. 30. Some of them will be updates to existing franchises and titles. Others will be exclusive world first
Bien.
looks. Y'all ready? Well, I first want to thank our sponsors for helping make this event possible. Without their support, this event would not happen each year. So thank you so much. Thanks to you for coming out. It's 10 a.m. in Los Angeles.
Vamos a
Happy
ver
Monday,
qué cosas
everyone.
nos van a presentar.
Best
Vamos a ver
day
algo
of
nuevo
the
para
week.
Steam, para
Hello to all
Epic
of you
Store,
up in the
la villana de la
balcony. And of
historia.
course, thanks to you tuning in live from all over the internet, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, wherever you're tuning in from, welcome. We're happy to have you. My name is Day9. I'm one of your hosts for this event. Joining me is the fantastic Frankie Ward.
Hello! Oh, thank you very much.
No, la
Thank you
China
so
del
much, everyone.
de Bethesda
Now,
fue mejor.
For you guys
Fue
at
mejor
home, for
waifu
the
que
first
esta.
time, whatever platform you're watching
Una
on,
señora.
we are going to be pulling your clever comments. Just remember that I said clever comments from Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook throughout the show, and making you famous on the internet, on the screen. We're going to be sharing them live. And one of the things we're especially looking for are your questions for the Borderlands 3 team, because Sean, you've got a mission to put their questions to the developers later.
That's right. Midway through this show, I'm going to be asking those questions to the creative director of
Bueno,
Borderlands 3. Use
mucha
hashtag
alegría,
PC
pero
Gaming Show,
poco
and we'll
juego.
read them live.
Vamos a ver ya los
Until
juegos.
then, let's start the PC Gaming Show with our very first title from UK developer Rebellion. Several years ago, they announced that they were working on the follow-up to Evil Genius, a real-time evil layer simulator.
And now, Rebellion is ready to reveal its nefarious vision for the project. So, PC Gaming Show, who's ready to stroke a cat menacingly? Here is the world exclusive reveal for Evil Genius 2 World Domination.
World Exclusive. ¿Por qué es un World Exclusive si es de PC? Pero bueno, supongo que no va a salir en las consolas. Uy, gráficos caricaturescos. Recuerden que pueden comentarme cualquier cosa y voy a responder. Busca Minas 2, sí, realmente. ¿Qué es esta mierda? ¿Qué clase de intento de Team Fortress es este? La musiquita me recuerda bastante a Team Fortress, la verdad. ¿Qué tal? Flippy Vulcan, ¿cómo te va? William Bone, ¿qué tal? ¿Qué tal, Atniel? ¿Cómo era? Axel te llamas, ¿verdad? ¿Qué tal todo? ¿Cómo te va? Uy. Vamos a ver cómo va a ser el gameplay. Evil Genius 2. ¿Habían uno? Yo ni idea. Este es de Rebellion.
Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 is the successor to one of the most beloved RPGs ever. And with me to talk about it, I have Brian Mitsoda and Cara Ellison from Hard
No lo conozco. A ver, Alex, si vos conoces.
You were a writer on the very first game, so what does it mean for you
Como el Tetris
to
Battle
finally get to
Royale,
work
pero
on the
busca
sequel?
minas. ¿Qué?
It means that a lot of people have very high
¿Qué opinas del nuevo
expectations of
contenido de
Game
Fallout?
Pass.
Y yo no soy un
Well,
usuario de
let's take a look at
Fallout
whether you are
76,
going
así
to
que
because we are going
no
to
te
take
puedo
a
decir
look at
mucho,
the
pero
world's first
ahora
game
que vi que hay
footage.
personas y que hay más cosas interesantes, puede ser que valga más la pena. Bueno, ahora sí viene otra cosa, vamos a ver qué tal. ¿Qué tal? Yo también los acompaño.
Guess I
Aquí
had
el
to be the
Bonfi
one to
Verde
tell.
junto al hermano enfermo.
You're dead. You're obviously new to this whole existence, but truth is, most of you types won't even make it a whole year. We have one rule. You don't break the masquerade.
Vaya inquietante, hola. No, la verdad que se ve bastante bien. Muchos de las personas que van a hacer juegos indies o doble A más que. Bueno, este se ve bastante tocho.
The city. We're all fighting over scraps here.
Welcome to the first day of the rest of your death. Having fun yet?
A ver, Flippy, si para Vampiro. ¿Será basado en el...? Vampiro de la Mascarada. Yo siempre quise jugar Vampiro de la Mascarada.
Bloodlines 2, no sé cuál.
Bueno, no sabía que había ya un juego de Vampiro de la Mascarada. Para los que no sepan, Vampiro de la Mascarada es un juego de rol que no va tanto de usar dados o de usar un tablero. Es mucho más de interpretación. Es muy complejo donde vos tenés que tener... Vos tenés tu zona, vos tenés que tratar de ir y... ¿Cómo decir? ¿Cómo se podría decir? Es una lucha de dominios. Algo así como Game of Thrones, pero con vampiros. Es muy genial el juego de rol. Tienen que probar alguna vez. Si es que les gusta un juego de rol, busquen una partida de Vampiro de la Mascarada. Cada partida son únicas, son impresionantes, muy interesantes.
It's not just a case, though, of sucking blood and filling up your health meter, is it? Actually, different types of blood do different things.
That's right. So we have the resonance system, which means that essentially vampires can kind of see the emotional resonance of human beings, like fear or desire, and then they can feed on those people to like feel the same things as human beings do, to feel more kind of alive. And that can give you like extra boosts in the game.
And there were some really interesting characters in that trailer as well. What kind of relationships are we going to be forming with them as the player?
Un pre-alpha footage.
Well, very
a ver,
fragile,
de aquí puede o que baje o que suba. Vamos a ver qué va a pasar. Se ve bastante bien, la verdad. El efecto de partículas y eso. ¿Cómo era? Los teraflops.
You don't just get bitten and turn into Nosferatu, Dracula, or Brad Pitt. And to be honest, I think you should maybe put Brad Pitt into the game, because then I'm definitely playing it. You actually have to adjust to your environment.
That's right. So essentially, in the game, when you were made as a
ya pasaron
vampire,
control.
sort of very young
¿Control?
vampire, a lot of
La
other
marca de preservativos.
No.
Aparte no me pagan ellos.
And that means that essentially they're
Parados
having a
Interactive.
less lucky time than you in the world. You're having a relatively good time compared to them because they don't know what they're doing. They're going through vampire puberty on their own, and you might have a family, you might have, say, a wife and children, and you are morally objecting to drinking blood to survive, and so you might have a less good time, let's say, than the player is having. So you can find them throughout the world as well.
And Brian, the first game came out in 2004. You've been waiting 15 years for this. Any pressure?
Yeah, tons of pressure. But yeah, we're going to make it work.
Perdón que no traduzca todo, pero no sé, soy malísimo traduciendo. Yo, o sea, me es más fácil a mí entender que traducir. Cuando trato de traducir, me pierdo totalmente.
So I think you've convinced everyone here now. When are we going to be able to play the game?
We're going Q1 next year.
Fantastic. And when can we learn more?
Claro que sí.
Bloodlines2.com.
Corriendo ya preordenar.
Thank you so much, Brian and Cara. Good luck. Give it up, guys. Now, have you ever wanted to play Dwarf Fortress in space? Starmancer is a space station sim from Ominux Games and Chucklefish. After a catastrophe on Earth, humanity has launched a desperate attempt to find refuge among the stars. Your task is to manage a colony capable of sustaining life, crafting components, controlling colonists, and sending out crews to mine asteroids. But when you're living in space, there can be big consequences for even the smallest mistakes. Let's take a look at the brand new gameplay for Starmancer.
¿Gameplay de qué? ¿Qué otro juego era que hizo esta compañía? Me suena.
Hizo muchos juegos.
Ay, sí, qué respuesta más clara.
Creo que hicieron ellos.
¿Cuál pide Wargroup?
No, creo que no.
Wow. Me encanta la estética aparte de pixel art. No es pixel art, es 3D. 3D pixel art. Bueno, yo qué sé. Qué bien se ve. ¿Qué tal el gamer analítico? Acá estoy yo solo ahora, no estoy con mi grupito, por lo que perdón si hay mucho silencio. Como dije, todavía no soy muy muy bueno en hacer eventos yo solo. Voxels. Un equivalente de pixel en 3D. Puede ser. Tiene pinta de ser un juego tipo de supervivencia. Sí, es cierto, Fallout Shelter se parece bastante.
Our next guests both started as modders, and now they each independently run their own studio. Let's welcome to the stage, from Tripwire, John Gibson, and from Torn Banner, Steve Piggott.
Hey, Sean.
Ya.
Now I understand. Both of you started as modders, working independently, and running your own studio. What
La
type
verdad que no
of
tengo mucho que
collaboration
opinar de
have you
este juego,
started
la
together?
verdad.
Yeah, Steve. So we've known the Torn Banner guys for a long time, even giving them some advice when they were modders, going commercial, helping them not make mistakes that we made. And we've been friends, and we've always wanted to work together. And now we've sort of formed this independent former mod team, professional super group to get an awesome game out to fans.
Yeah, and for us, this is a dream partnership as well. We've always been really close with Tripwire, and we really respect their games. We see them as one of the few studios that's bringing true innovation to the FPS genre, and that's what we're all about as well.
Let's take a look at this upcoming collaboration between
El
Torn
primero
Banner
me
and
gustó
Tripwire.
mucho, no lo llegué a jugar tanto. Pero lo tengo ahí en Steam.
You go first. It's your chicken. Follow me to battle.
¿Qué esto de Chivarly? Se parece muchísimo a Chivarly. Ah, Chivarly 2. Minecraft debería aprender de Chivarly. Nosotros tenemos, ¿verdad? Hasta ahora ni toqué, jamás pude jugar. ¿Da gusto? Ponele que da gusto. Sí, claro, Chivarly, ¿eh? ¡Ja! ¡Qué hijo de puta!
Oh, talk to me about Chivalry 2, Steve.
Well, Chivalry 2 is about bringing players into their favorite medieval movie battle scenes.
Sí, parece que
And
un juego que consume bastante de
flagship
PC.
game mode,
Aparte,
Team Objective, does that
con tanta
by
cantidad de
having players
personas,
complete
seguramente van a
medieval
necesitar un
objectives
internet
like
potente.
sieging castles, raiding villages, and
Yeah, you're not just going and standing in an area and then a bar fills up. You're, like you said, burning houses, killing peasants.
Perfecto.
You know,
Lo más divertido, lo mejor, matar personas, quemar casas.
It's really about letting the player experience every iconic moment of the era. And on top of that, this time around we've increased the player
A nadie le
count
importa
scale
otro
to about
personaje que no
2.5
sea
times
el
what the previous
caballero.
game was. The 64 players. And on top of that increased scale, we've added horses, which really allows us to add a lot of drama to the game and bring experiences like the Battle of the Bastards from Game of Thrones.
Don't worry, we'll ignore the last season. Just Battle of the Bastards is going to be in the game.
Yes.
All right, so I want to ask about the swordplay element to Chivalry 2. I mean, I know it's a really critical element.
Yeah, and this time around, we've completely revamped. I mean, we really view what we're doing here as bringing a true sequel in every sense.
Yeah.
Bueno, parece que va a seguir el ritmo típico de una conferencia de la PC, de la PC Gaming Show. Por lo menos no es como la primera vez. Esta vez va a ser juego, hablar un poquito del juego y luego vamos a pasar al siguiente tema. Un poquito aburrido es así, pero bueno.
Yeah, and it's,
por lo menos te da
it's
detalle del
very,
juego.
very fluid and much more accessible than the previous game. And it's,
espero que no sea más como
the pace is so much quicker. It was what I really enjoy when I'm playing it.
Yeah, and I wanted to ask about the fluidity, because in a lot of melee combat games, you hit a button and there's like a full animation swing and then you sort of reset. So it's kind of these discrete, chunky times. I understand that in Chivalry 2, the swordplay operates differently than that.
Yeah, we kind of think of it like when you're swimming, where you're kind of constantly using both arms at the same time. And a core part of our focus this time around has been making it so that players can fight multiple opponents at the same time.
Like 1-on-3, 1-on-4 situation?
Exactly, because that's fundamentally part of the becoming the ultimate warrior fantasy and achieving glory on the battlefield.
Acá de producción me dicen que hay otro juego que se llama Mordhau, que está mil veces mejor que Chivalry. Así que supongo que este juego ahora sería como respuesta para tratar de sobrevivir. Pero yo que sé, la verdad. Igual yo no sé qué tan relevante es Chivalry para todas las personas que juegan en la comunidad de PC. Yo tengo, pero hasta ahora yo no lo toqué. Ni con un palo, porque no sé, no tengo tiempo para los juegos online. El Bon Vivero lo que sí ya pudo tocar ya a full. Hoy también toca Bugisoft y Square, ¿sí? Hoy tenemos un itinerario bastante interesante, gente. Después de este, si no mal me equivoco, y denme un segundo, voy a estar mirando mi... Voy a estar mirando...
When can people get their hands on
Chivalry
Chivalry 2?
Chivalry 2 is coming out
voy a mirar mi...
and it's coming first to the Epic Games Store.
Croquis.
Oh, look forward to
donde
checking
tengo
it
toda la
out early
información.
2020. Gentlemen, John Gibson and Steve Piggott
Tiene
with
que
Chivalry 2. Thank you so much. We are
Lo pasé en el
just
grupo la
getting
otra
started here
vez.
at the
¿Dónde está?
PC
¿Dónde
Gaming
está?
Show.
¿Dónde
Let's
está?
take a look at what's coming up next.
A ver qué tenés para nosotros, amigo.
You're watching the PC Gaming Show.
Sí, no me digas que vamos a tener corte comercial o algo así.
Coming up.
Ok, hoy, gente.
Build a world for wildlife in Planet Zoo.
Planet Zoo.
From the creators of Darksiders, Remnant from the Ashes. Baldur's
Hasta ahora no
Gate
me jugué el
3,
Darksiders 3.
and more
Ni el 2,
trailers,
ni el 1.
and gameplay
Tengo que
footage.
jugar. Mira Cthulhu. Bueno, lo que iba a decir. Baldur's Gate, nunca jugué. Después de PC Gamer viene Limit Room, que es la nueva compañía que no sé qué va a presentarnos, pero vamos a ver qué trae. Después de Limit Room viene Ubisoft, le sigue Kinda Funny, que es otra nueva compañía, y termina con Square Enix. Hoy va a ser un día largo de E3, gente. Vamos a tener muchas cosas interesantes. Uf. ¿Qué hace ese tipo sin paraguas? ¿Qué es un pelotudo? A ver un poco. ¿Cómo? Oh, no. Blow your mind. Oh, blow your mind. Me tiene pinta de ser uno de esas clases de juegos tipo Insight, tipo introspectivos. Ah, mira, sale este año. Bueno, si sale este año estaría lindo que pongan fechas, por favor. Oh. Ah, ¿va a ser un juego celular?
That was a brand new trailer for Mosaic, a dark and atmospheric adventure game coming later this year from
Voy a estar en
developer
directo hasta el de Square Enix, sí, voy a estar. Pero obviamente no voy a mantener este directo infinito. Voy a cortar este, después voy a pasar al de Limit Room, que va a ser el... Vamos a ver qué trae. Un juego celular en PC Gaming, sí, exactamente, hija de mil. ¿Cómo no me di cuenta de eso? La ironía.
Multiplayer hide and seek game inspired by a popular mod. Charge up your proton packs and get ready for Midnight Ghost Hunt.
La ironía, a ver un poco. War Exclusive.
Coffee.
Esta música tiene pinta de copyright a full, Que ojo con el copyright, hasta ahora ni uno de los directos que tuve están habilitados para monetizar. Lo cual es un poco creíble, la verdad. Que esto es un juego tipo... Ojalá que no pase lo mismo que pasó el año pasado, Dios mío. Ah, este juego es... No sé si ustedes llegaron a jugar en Team Fortress 2, había un modo en el que vos te podías transformar en una cosa y te escondías. Y prácticamente el juego es agarrar ese modo y eso. Qué loco. Vos controlabas un objeto y te escondías ahí de los asesinos. Creo que en el Counter también se podía. Aunque igual también está inspirado en el modo de Hide and Seek. Así se llama el juego. Ah, no. Eso caza fantasmas online. Qué bueno está. Está interesante este juego. Divertido, o sea, tiene toda la pinta de ser ese típico juego que a los youtubers les va a encantar para streamear a full con sus amigos. Ya veo todo ya.
Joining me on the stage to talk about Midnight Ghost Hunt is the dynamic one-man team. Creative director, programmer, designer, it's Sam Malone.
Ay, hijo de puta.
Thank you for
El
having
tipo
me.
hizo todo el juego.
Sam, please tell us what is going on in that. What is Midnight Ghost Hunt all about?
So, Midnight Ghost Hunt is a multiplayer ghost hunting hide-and-seek game. You can play either as ghosts or ghost hunters, like a 4v4 format.
I see.
The ghosts can hide inside average everyday objects around the
O
haunted
sea,
house.
es algo
The
así
goal
como el
is to
juego
look
ese
like
de Jason
harmless
Voorhees,
furniture,
pero
but on
en
the
vez de ser un
inside, they're
asesino
not
que
so
mata
harmless
sus
ghosts
unas
as we saw.
fantasmas que se
Yeah,
esconden
and if
y
I'm
matan.
understanding correctly, it's not
Así que
about
es el mismo
hiding
tropo.
as a lamp to try to assault and take out a hunter. It's actually, you would do that so that way you can keep running away and continue to hide.
Exactly. So the main objective
sea,
of the ghosts
vos tenés que
is to
esconderte.
try to stay hidden as long as they can until the time runs out,
Así
until the clock
de
strikes
sencillo.
midnight. Midnight being kind of the hour of the ghosts,
Hide and
basically.
seek. Así se
They
llama el
can
modo de
fight
Team
back if
Fortress.
they like, but in
Ok.
general, you know, they want to try to hide. But if there's a hunter
Bueno,
kind
yo
of
qué
off by
sé.
himself, he can quickly just hit him in the back
Yo
of the
sé
head
que
and
los
knock him out
jugadores
real
juegan
quick. And he has less hunters to deal with at that point.
See. Well, what's the identity of the hunters? I mean, we've been seeing furniture flying all over the place. What are the hunters doing?
So the hunters, it kind of can be divided into two different segments. The first part of the game is kind of almost like a detective game because they're sort of trying to figure out where the ghosts are hiding. It's not really you know, obvious at first glance. So they've got gadgets like a footprint tracker, they've got like a radar like you saw, to try to narrow down.
A ver, gráficamente hablando, el juego está bastante bien, la verdad. Me está sorprendiendo los juegos de PC Gaming Show. Yo creí que iban a ser, ya sabes, todos con una capacidad gráfica más limitada, pero está muy bueno, la verdad. Y este tiene el efecto de la ropa, por lo menos me gusta el brillo. No soy un experto en gráficos, pero me gusta mucho todos los efectos que se pueden ver. Y aparte tiene pinta de ser un juego muy creativo. Como ya dije, no es 100% original, se basa en ese modo de Team Fortress. Creo yo que se basa en eso, la verdad. Pero me gusta. Por lo menos está presentando juegos nuevos, juegos únicos. Y está bastante interesante los juegos que presenta. Un poquito aburrido con la temática esa del presentador, hablar con el creador y todo eso, pero por lo menos está presentando cosas interesantes que van a estar buenas de descargar cuando se pueda. ¿Qué tal, Lucani Raciel? ¿Cómo te va? Buenas tardes. Podemos tener un día muy cargado de E3. Sí, está presentando muchos buenos juegos, la verdad. Bueno, había uno, ¿cómo se llamaba ese que era pixelado? ¿No te acuerdas? Había uno que era pixelado que vos tenés que tener tu, algo así como tu base espacial, no me acuerdo muy bien, que tienes que proteger. Que se veía interesante. Y ahora presentaron uno que es de Ghost, que no me acuerdo tampoco cómo se llama, donde vos te tenés que esconder en un objeto y evitar que te atrapen. Y puedes matarle a todo el mundo de paso si querés. Está presentando juegos buenos. Está siendo nomás un poco aburrido esta temática de que el creador hable cada 2 segundos. Hide and Seek Remaster HD. Puede ser, puede ser.
On our Discord as well as on our main website.
Well, wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, Sam Malone from Voltage Sky Games.
¿Cómo era este tipo del director, diseñador, programador del juego?
We got Frankie up in the balcony, and if I understand correctly, Frankie, this is a sequel.
You do understand correctly, Sean.
Una
Yeah.
secuela.
It's a big sequel to a small indie game. Unexplored 2 is a procedural adventure, a roguelike that challenges you to fight, be clever, and to solve its mysteries. Explore a beautiful world, engage with its creatures, and befriend its people. Search for magic lakes
Sí, por lo
and
menos fue
ancient
corta esta vez.
statues until you die. And die again. This is Unexplored 2.
¿Qué? ¿Qué? ¿Qué dijo? Big chica. Oh. Ya, qué bueno se ve. Se ve muy lindo el juego. Tiene un apartado gráfico bonito. Wow. Este no es... Se parece mucho a ese que presentaron el año pasado, ¿te acuerdas? Que tenía esta clase de gráficos.
Sí, pero el gameplay era diferente.
Sí, el gameplay se veía diferente. Cell shading, sí, es cell shading. Estos son gráficos cell shading. es eso? Tiene pinta de ser un juego tipo clásico. Para mí que va a ser una workshop. Qué lindo se ve, la verdad. Gráficamente hablando es muy bonito. Y jugable... Artísticamente. Bueno, artísticamente hablando. Bueno, artística y gráficamente hablando, porque tiene una paleta de colores, un estilo gráfico muy bonito. Un diseño de arte muy lindo el que tiene el juego. Jugablemente hablando parece que va a ser de... Ya saben, onda Diablo. No Diablo. Tipo... Underscroller 2. Ni conozco el primer juego. Joder, soy un ignorante de juego de PC, Dios mío. Es que no tengo tiempo para los independientes. Y no sé, no sabría decirte si se parece a la música que hizo Hans Zimmer para esas películas, pero me recuerda un poquito.
Samsung C27 RG5 Curved Gaming Monitor.
Well, let's take a look.
Uy, bien, no, trailer. ¿Qué es eso? ¿Qué?
¿Sniper Elite?
Sniper Elite, no creo. Mira, no hay con Sniper, tiene metralleta. Fortnite, Fortnite puede ser. Counter 2. Nvidia. Ah, están presentando más cosas de tecnología. No tengo ni idea si es que Hans Zimmer trabajó en alguna música de algún videojuego, pero estaría muy épico si llega alguna vez a hacer eso. O si ya hizo. Tendría que verificarlo.
Dean, we've seen the video. And I gotta start asking, talk to me about some of those juicy features and specs.
So it's a 240 hertz curved gaming panel. We believe it's a world first. So you have lag-free and tear-free
terminología PC gamer, gente. Acá los capos tienen que
curve, the 1500 R radius is going to be a very immersive experience you wouldn't get from a traditional flat panel.
And I wanted to ask a little bit about some of the color specs.
Sure,
la pantalla es nueva.
Ratio, so you get those deeper blacks, brighter white,
a mí me sirve la que tengo, así que...
Yeah, and I understand.
¿Y cuánto va a costar? Yo quiero saber el precio.
First G-Sync compatible monitor, so we're super excited about that.
Well, since this is the PC gaming show and we're showing off a huge variety of games here, what are the types of games that you would expect that 240 hertz refresh rate and the G-Sync to work well with?
Sure, so we think everybody's going to appreciate the speed and the performance, but ultimately, esports first-person shooters are really going to benefit.
Right.
Okay.
Well, of course, I have to ask, not just when is it available, but what type of cost are we talking?
Sure, so it'll be available in mid-July for under $400.
¿Cuánto? $400. Bueno, a ver, eso sería como 1 millón, 2 millones y algo.
Wow.
Yeah, so our gaming line will be
2 millones de guaraníes
aproximadamente, no tanto. 24 all the way up to a 49-inch dual QHD.
A ver, déjenme calcular, porque el dólar está bastante costoso acá. $400 sería el equivalente a 2.400.000. Me cago en la puta.
Well, I want to let you know that we have all sorts of great presentations and games coming up. Let's look at what's coming up in the PC gaming show.
Está carísimo. Casi todo mi sueldo. Coming up. ¿Por qué ponen algo así como si fueran cortes comerciales? Ok, Borderlands 3. Ah, se presentaron el año pasado. Wow. Qué bueno se ve. El de pixel art se ve genial. Borderlands 3 yo no soy tan fan, la verdad. La puga termina en 10 minutos, señores y señoras. ¿La puga? ¿Qué coño es la puga? ¿De qué está hablando Flippy Broken?
Everyone, thanks for the warm applause. It's very exciting for all of us at Funcom to be here at the PC Gaming Show for the very first time ever. And naturally, we would like to show some of the cool stuff that we've been working on.
Okay,
so,
a ver, ¿en qué trabajas?
Without further ado, here are some of the games
coming
community
for
2019.
Something strange is going on all across the zone. I don't
Year Zero, Seed of Evil.
¿Por qué
Julio
purro?
30 va a salir. Va a ser como un XCOM.
Sí, tiene pinta de un XCOM. Se parece bastante, de hecho, a XCOM y a... ¿Cómo es ese juego Shadowrunner? Las pajas. ¿Por qué tiene cabeza de alce? Wow, ¿y esto? ¡Conan! ¡Ja!
Conqueror.
Ah, un... táctico. ¿Cómo era? Táctico. Juego táctico. RTS. Ok, este puede ser divertido. A mí me encantan esta clase de juegos. ¡Qué facha! ¡Oh! Tiene pinta de ser tipo Lovecraft. ¡Guau! Tiene la estética, tiene la estética. Sale para Xbox, PC y PlayStation. ¡Wow! No, es re Lovecraft la cosa. Tentáculos a full,
Who would have thought? My son, off to fly among the stars.
Ok, el tentáculo ahí. Tentacle. Funcon, me gusta su nombre.
Please welcome to the stage, founder and director of Mighty Kingdom, Philip Mays.
Magic Kingdom?
So yeah, at Funcom we've been doing our own games for over 26
puede ser que me lo
years
compre,
now.
puede ser,
But
compra
recently
seguro.
we had the great pleasure to be working with some other very talented developers and help them publish their games. And on that note, I'd like to introduce Phil Mays. He is founder of Mighty Kingdom, a studio out of Australia, who has been working with us on something a little different.
Ok, algo nuevo, algo diferente.
So on April 1st this year, we put out a little trailer for something called Conan Chop Chop. And considering the day
Tranquilo, tranquilo, es un tema serio, mi querido Mariscal López.
April Fool's joke. So yeah, we have a little surprise for you. Check this out.
A ver un poco. War exclusive. No sé quién carajo es Dark Zero. Si alguien me puede decir. Gear. Kotaku. Ah, son revistas de videojuegos. Bueno, Kotaku. Ok. Me recuerda a Cian Happiness. Pues bueno. Se ve algo divertido. Conan. ¿Por qué tanto Conan últimamente? ¿Que el año de Conan o algo así? Sí, se parece un poquito a Zelda For War, pero no tanto.
Chop Chop, it's a roguelike action adventure game.
Ok, otro roguelike, gente.
PC, Xbox
Como
One,
si no tuviéramos
PlayStation
millones.
4 and Nintendo Switch on
Sí, lo Nintendo.
this year. It's 2019.
Sí, hay muchos juegos de Conan. Hace rato hubo un RTS de Conan y ahora esta basurita de Conan.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Last Oasis is a nomadic survival game set in a post-apocalyptic future where the Earth has stopped
A ver,
rotating.
He-Man no sé,
The
pero
last
Conan
humans
sí.
need to outrun the blazing sun in massive open-world environments. Good times. But cheer up, sunshine. This is one of the most original-looking multiplayer
Yo-Yo's Eyes of Heaven 2.
with interesting ideas underneath. A player-driven economy and some incredible death machines. Coming to early access on Steam on July 15th, let's take a trip to the Last Oasis.
A ver.
My tribe built wooden legs to lift us over the burning sands. We must move forward or die beneath the sun.
Guau, se ve. Ah, qué loco. Qué curioso se ve el juego. ¿Por qué no tiene ruedas nomás? ¿Por qué tiene que tener esa cosa tan rara? Ok, qué bien, qué raro se ve. Tiene combate en tercera persona. A ver, esto quizás sea uno de esos juegos de construcción extraños. Me encanta la estética tecnológica rudimentaria medieval. Se ve interesante el juego, se ve interesante. ¿Qué carajo? ¿Cómo mierda se llama? Vals Oasis. O algo así. Steampunk en Egipto 2000 años antes de Cristo. Oh, miren. Otro RTS. Age of what? Otro RTS que me está llamando bastante la atención. Tiene pinta de ser bastante complejo. Last Oasis, ya. Gráficamente se ve bastante bien. Tienes razón, you can erase it.
The name of the game is Age of Wonders Planetfall, a 4X strategy game. And joining me on the stage to talk about it is the game director, Leonard Sass, and principal gameplay developer, Tom Bird. Welcome, guys. Good to be here. Thanks. So, Leonard, just give us the gist of what Age of Wonders Planetfall is all about.
Sure. Age of Wonders is a turn-based strategy game where you play as one of the survivors of a shattered galactic empire. At the start of the game, you choose or create your own faction. Yeah. They include the Vanguard Expeditionary Forces, who are in cryosleep when everything went to hell. There's scavenging cyborgs, or the Amazon bioengineers who ride dinosaurs into battle.
Yeah. You know, I want to ask, because there's a pretty broad range of 4X strategy games. To give a sense of what the gameplay is, I just want to start from the beginning of a game. What happens when you first land on the planet?
Well, each race has their own spaceship. The spaceship comes down onto the planet. The planet is where the entire game takes place. And that spaceship will then transform into your capital colony, where your entire empire begins, your sort of attempt to take over the world. Around you, you've got a number of sectors, and each of these sectors has a little story, most of them. So maybe you'll find a genetics lab, which is still full of horrible mutant creatures, an entertainment complex overrun by horrible robot monsters, a temple with holes in the sky and horrible demons. Come on, get you.
¿Qué le pasa a ese tipo? Relajate, amigo.
Dinosaurs with lasers, correct?
Dinosaurs with lasers.
Perfect.
Dinosaurios con rayos láser. Idea de ese tipo fue de los dinosaurios con rayos láser.
You know, I saw the expansive tech tree show up in the game briefly, and I know that growing resources and tech is a huge part of strategy games. How does that function?
Right, so part of these tech trees come from your origin race. They sort of represent the past of where you came from. They include new units, new modules for your units, like jetpacks for your troopers, orbital laser cannons you can launch from space, social doctrines, it's not all about war. And then the second part of your tech tree comes from your secret technology, and that's all about the future of your faction.
¿Cuál gráfica de derecha? No, ese es de la conferencia de PC Gaming Show, que creo que no sé si en Twitter o en donde tiene una encuesta de, por ejemplo, ¿qué te gustaría, qué personaje te gusta? O cuando juegues, ¿cuál modo vas a usar más? Esa clase de cosas no te ponen. Ignora nomás, no es nada que tenga, no es nada relevante.
Well, I want to ask about some of the combat that we saw.
¿Por qué se toca tanto la entrepierna? Nah, está nervioso, dejale que está nervioso, amigo. Si vos estuvieras ahí, boludo, te apuesto, Marica López, que vos no ibas ni a aguantar 2 minutos de esa presión. Por eso luego no se les pone a los creadores del juego a hablar. Porque si no, o se emociona mucho o se pone muy nervioso. Por eso siempre le tiran a un community manager o a alguien que sepa hablar. Alguien que sepa de oratoria. Uf, eso sería super bizarro. Half-Life 3 será un DLC cooperativo para Switch. ¿Qué sentido tiene eso?
I mean, how long do some of these battles wind up lasting?
It depends. A short battle can mean
A ver,
maybe
Sebastián, imposible que anuncie Half-Life 3. Lo dudo. Yo ya perdí la esperanza con Half-Life 3 hace mucho ya. Ahí están los dinosaurios.
Blasting holes in the world. And that can maybe take 30 minutes.
Well, talk to us about when we can play the game.
Okay.
¿Cuándo?
The game is due this August 6th. It's going to be available on PC, multiple platforms,
Agosto 6.
consoles, and it's available for pre-order now.
Well, look.
Bien.
Hey, what's that URL?
It's aow-planetfall.com.
Okay. Well, looking forward to it. It's less than 2 months away. Gentlemen, thanks so much for joining me.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye, guys.
Thank you for sharing the horrors
Cuando vos estudias cosas como oratoria o cuando estudias para hablar con otras personas, te enseñan cómo poner la mano, dónde poner la mano, dónde mirar, cómo pararte, todas esas cosas. Esta gente no tiene ni idea. ¿Viste? Ahí se les puede ver en el fondo ahí. ¿No pueden mover? No, quédense nomás acá. Y ahí le dicen que se puede ir.
This is the world exclusive reveal of the next shooter from the makers of Sniper Elite 4.
¿No te interesan tanto los RTS, mi querido Raciel? Yo soy muy fan de esa clase de juegos. Hace tiempo que no juego uno y la verdad es que me llama mucho la atención.
Rated M for mature.
Mature. ¿Half-Life 3? No, mentira. ¿Left 4 Dead 3? Hay zombies, es Left 4 Dead. Fijo, sí o sí, confirmado. ¿Zombies nazis? No. El pez de Dross. Mussolini. Parece que es obligatorio que cada año tiene que haber un juego de zombies, sí o sí, Dios mío. A ver qué es interesante. Sí, son complicados de jugar, pero eso es lo divertido de jugar un RTS. ¿Te imaginas que la historia de Half-Life 3 en realidad ya salió y está en diferentes juegos como dice acá el Flippy? Eso no tiene ni un sentido. Ok, ¿y cómo se va a jugar el juego? Está viendo la cinemática, pero muéstrame un gameplay. Yo siempre propongo que una cinemática en un E3 tiene que durar 1 minuto y medio máximo y después mostrar gameplay. Porque en la cinemática, wow, se ve, qué divertido. No hay otra criatura para videojuegos, siempre zombies. Amigos, los zombies son los actores más rentables que te pueden encontrar. Sí, es bastante genérico, pero es lo que hay. A mí, por ejemplo, me interesaría un juego con hombres lobo. ¿Te imaginas? Qué interesante que sería eso. Sí, yo también quiero ver más gameplay que cinema. Oh, Hitler, zombie nazi, boludo. Zombie army. El 4, yo ni sabía que existía. ¿Qué? Había Sniper Elite.
Later on the PC Gaming Show. A love letter to classic JRPGs. What's next for Warframe? A civilian war adventure set before, during, and after the
uno de esos juegos introspectivos que trata de ser super profundo. Baldur's Gate. Otro trailer. ¿Qué será?
100 years, the root have ravaged the earth. An unending
Ah, este es Baldur's Gate. No, este es de los creadores de la saga de... Carajo, ¿cómo se llamaba? Me olvidé cómo se llamaba esta franquicia de juegos. Creo que es de los creadores de... Hija, a mí me olvidé. Es donde sale muerte, donde sale de guerra y eso. Bueno, sí, tenés razón, Crepúsculo le dio muy mala fama, pero también a los vampiros. Tanto los vampiros como los hombres lobo. Ah, Darksiders, sí. Este parece los creadores de Darksiders. Cono, tío. Wow, qué bueno se ve. Híjole. Qué bien se ve. El diseño de los monstruos está espectacular. Remnant. From the Ashes. Este está facha. Este está muy bueno. O sea, el diseño de los monstruos me compró totalmente. Está genial. Me recuerda un poquito a... ¿Cómo se llamaba? Este juego de PlayStation 2 que era de terror y acción. Suffering.
So David, I want to ask right away for those who are unfamiliar with Remnant from the Ashes.
Tienes razón, a mí no muestra gameplay. Eso está genial.
So Remnant's a co-op action shooter set on an apocalyptic.
Que muchísimos juegos de colaboración y acción hay, la verdad. Hay muchísimos. Pero este se ve mucho mejor.
Who's the player in this story? So as a player, you're on sort of a Odyssey-like quest to save the world, and we really wanted to have a bunch of different cool locales that you go to just to experience a bunch of different stuff. And you start on Earth, but it rapidly changes very quickly as you get into the game.
And one thing that we've talked about before is that replayability is a huge focus of the game, that you could play through it 10 times and still be seeing new bosses, new monsters, new locations. How exactly does that work?
Yeah, I think one of the coolest features of the game is the dynamic generation system. So we generate the maps, the enemies, the quests, NPCs, bosses, everything.
You built those all by hand, right?
Yeah, it's all hand scripted, but the system takes all the pieces and stitches it together. So
o sea, algo así como generación procedural, pero un poquito más, un poquito mejor hecho, o sea, más prelimitado. No tan abierto y random como en No Man's Sky, ponele.
Yeah, you can play the game over and over again to see the stuff. You can jump into your friend's world to experience the content in their world, and that's a big part of the game, just jumping in and seeing what you get.
Well, I want to ask about loot, which is, I understand, a big part of the game. How does it function alongside this ever-shifting gameplay experience?
Yeah, the loot in the game is all legendary items, and it's tied into the dynamic generation. So if you fight a boss, or meet an NPC, or get a cool, unique side quest, it generally coincides with a cool, unique item. It might be a boss weapon, or a magical item, or armor. So if you play the game and you get all completely different events, you'll have different equipment than I have.
And in the trailer, I also saw that there were 3 people walking through these, and you mentioned the co-op experience. How does co-op function in the world?
So the game's full co-op from beginning to end. You can jump in at any point, and the game's definitely slower paced, more difficult.
O sea que sí o sí necesita internet para jugar.
Awesome. There's a huge
esto me recuerda a ese juego de cazadores y monstruos. ¿Cómo se llamaba? ¿Alguien se acuerda de ese juego? Porque yo no.
Yeah, well, man, as a big fan of Bloodborne and Dark Souls, I'm really looking forward to Remnant from the Ashes. What's the release date? What do people
es el Dark Souls de los shooters. ¿Se acuerdan de esa época?
PC and Xbox and PS4, and if you pre-order the game now, you can actually get in early and start playing the game August 16th.
Well, awesome. Ladies and gentlemen,
el 16 de agosto, wow, hay varios juegos que se ven en agosto.
Thanks so much for talking to us about Remnant.
As we
mentioned earlier, keep those questions coming. I will be asking on stage the creative director of Borderlands 3 everything you want to know. Doesn't matter what platform you're on, just use hashtag PC Gaming Show.
Yo no soy fan de Borderlands, así que
let's talk about our next title. This one was announced 2 years ago at the PC Gaming Show here. It's a game from Clay Entertainment called...
Me cago en mis muertos. Perdón la molestia, gente. Ya debería estar. Ah, puta, juego de cartas. Ajá. Ah, cierto, ya sacaron el tráiler del nuevo Final Fantasy. Mientras muestren este juego voy a dar mi opinión. El juego sale el próximo año, en el 2020, va a salir en marzo, el 3 de marzo creo. Y tengo un sentimiento encontrado, o sea, se ve de puta madre, la verdad, se ve genial. Pero tengo miedo de que todo el juego solo sea ahí, solo sea en Midgard. Y aparte no le mostraron a Tifa. Y yo quiero saber por qué puta no le mostraron todavía a Tifa. Espero verle dentro de poco en alguno de estos eventos de por acá. Quiero ver la Tifa. A ver. Va a tener un sistema de combate, pero se va a basar en cartas. Putas cartitas. Me gusta la animación tipo caricaturesca que tiene. ¿Qué se supone que es eso? ¿Es sangre? Cyberpunk 2077. Me encanta. O sea, el concepto general de todo Cyberpunk es un juego que estuve esperando desde hace años. Yo soy fanático de esa clase de estética de por sí luego. Blade Runner, Akira. Toda esa clase de juegos son de puta madre. Demasiado quiero ver que salga bien el Cyberpunk 2077. Porque ese sí te muestra lo que es la realidad de lo que es el género del Cyberpunk 77. El Cyberpunk, mejor dicho. Que son el público, que son la gente acumulada, los colores, el sistema de cómo funciona el mundo, la corrupción que hay, la suciedad, todo ese sistema que maneja el Cyberpunk, más grunge, es lo que me gusta. Call of Duty es el Need for Speed de las personas que están en estado vegetal. ¿Por qué? No sé tú, pero tengo ganas de ver el juego de Avengers en la conferencia de Square Enix. A ver qué supone que trae para atrás. Yo la verdad que no tengo ni idea. Yo no vi nada del tema de Avengers. Pero puede ser que esté facha. Vamos a ver qué tal. In-game footage ahí. Acá hay otro... ¿Qué es esto? ¿Rey León? Keanu Reeves, ese fue un momento what the fuck, ponele. Un momento what the fuck. Un momento what the fuck de la E3, la verdad. Pero estuvo genial. Keanu Reeves, ese tipo de por sí lo oye, hizo un trabajo genial con John Wick. A ver, ¿qué mierda es esto? Zoológico Simulator. Wow. Voy corriendo a comprarlo. Voy corriendo. Es que ¿dónde está para precomprar? De hecho quiero precomprarlo en físico. Para observarlo y admirarlo por horas. O sea, igual hay gente que le gusta, pero... A ver, por favor, gente. Es un simulador. ¿Te imaginas que John Wick hizo una precuela de Cyberpunk 2077? No creo, no tiene ningún sentido eso. Así que...
I mean, hippos pooing. Yeah, adorable baby elements. It's absolutely brilliant. I can't wait to play it. But before we saw the trailer,
no sé, mi querido Floppy, si a vos te gusta su simulator, está bien. Yo no juzgo a nadie que quiera malgastar su dinero, pero si querés, todo tuyo. Es como ese, ¿cómo era? Vida Piñata. Seguro que es divertido, pero de por sí luego no tengo tanto tiempo para los juegos online, menos para los juegos de simulador.
And the welfare of your animals as the most important thing to do. And Piers, when can we see more gameplay, and when are we going to be able to get our hands on it ourselves?
So we're obviously demoing the game all this week at E3, but most people aren't going to be able to see that, so we've recorded.
Cierto, ayer anunciaron el Plane Simulator. Parece que este año va a ser el resurgimiento de los simuladores.
YouTube channel that goes live this Friday at 11 a.m. Pacific time.
Well, fantastic! I cannot wait to watch. Thank you so much for joining us, Piers and Lisa, everyone.
A nadie importa.
Next up, we have a very special guest all the way from Japan.
De Japón. ¿Será? ¿Quién será?
Please welcome to the stage, gaming industry legend and Shenmue creator, Yu Suzuki.
Mio Suzuki. Me pregunto, ¿qué juego es ese tipo?
Ladies and gentlemen, joining me on the stage is a legend of Japanese game development. It's Mr. Yu Suzuki.
Yu Suzuki,
Hello, everyone.
Ya.
In addition to being the brains behind the following games, Hang On, Space Harrier, Outrun, Afterburner, Virtual Racing, and Virtual Fighter, Yu-san also created the Shenmue series. And he's here to talk
Esto va a
about
estar interesante,
Shenmue
esto va a
3
estar
right
interesante.
now. Take it away, Yusan.
Vamos a ver si sacan fecha de lanzamiento.
この場に立てて光栄です。
¿Por qué le traen a otro japonés para traducirle?
20年支えてくれた
Bueno.
ファンの皆さんありがとう。I just want to say thank you to all the fans supporting me for the long 20 years. Thank you very much.
Ah, habla bien, sí que le entiendo.
The wait is nearly over.
That's right. Let's take a world exclusive look at Shenmue 3.
Ok, a ver. Shenmue, nunca jugué, pero vamos a ver qué tal.
Honestly, I don't think your kung fu is strong enough.
Grandmaster, I...
A long time ago, martial arts were bad, but humans are interesting creatures. They practiced in secret, away from prying eyes, and became stronger. One even practiced atop this very
Va a tener parece un sistema de entrenamiento para mejorar tu combate. A ver, sabiendo que es Shenmue, seguramente esto va a tomar se va a tomar su tiempo para aprender bien, porque a este juego le encanta tomarse su tiempo por lo que yo sé.
You say to me? Stop it.
They threaten and extort money from shop owners, get drunk by noon, and cause trouble. Everyone in town is afraid of them.
They are heartless.
Okay.
Wait right there.
A ver, ¿cuál es el gameplay? ¿Dónde está el gameplay?
This is him, the Japanese guy who got in our way.
You've got some guts to barge in here on your own.
Bueno, y el game... sale este año, en noviembre. Bien, por fin.
I know so many people have been waiting for Shenmue 3. I would like to once again thank you so much. Thank you, Yusan, for joining us today.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Bienvenido Cliffhanger. Puede ser. Aunque no mostraron gameplay, yo no sé cómo se juega esta cosa.
Is near and dear to my childhood heart. It's based upon a game I grew up playing called Heroes of
Sale
Might and
este año,
Magic
así que
2.
eso es bueno.
Let's take a look at an upcoming collaboration between Coffee Stain Studios and Lava Potion.
Vamos a ver qué tal es. Qué precioso se ve. 2.5D.
The essence within you exists who we are. In dead or in living, it's near and it's far. In human and beasts of the land. It flows through the forest, it breathes in
La
sand.
puerta cerrada. Qué bien se ve. Se ve precioso. Tengo una debilidad por los juegos de 2.5D. La música. De pueblito. Pues puta, son todos gigantes de este pueblo. ¿Qué? ¿Vos sos un gigante o algo así? Son of Conquest. Ok, otro juego de estrategia. Y se ve muy lindo.
The name of the game is Songs of Conquest, and here to join me in talking about it is the lead designer from Lava Potion, Carl Topfeld.
Cierto, la rola tolkieniana.
I mean, let's just start off for anyone who maybe hasn't played the Heroes of Might and Magic series. What is Song of Conquest all about?
It's all about, well, you kind of start out in the town that you just saw in the end of the trailer, and from there you recruit your wielders,
Comenzás en el
what we call
pueblo.
our commanders, and you recruit an army, and then you kind of send off
Se
your
ve
wielders on an
bastante
adventure.
bien, Silence. Se ve bien el juego. Tiene nomás, parece que va a tener un tipo Final Fantasy que uso tan grande como los pueblos.
adventure and strategy.
Pero gráficamente a mí me gusta.
I know that part of the core loop is obviously get the
No
resources
sé si
to
sea
build
como
the
Crypt
township,
of
but
the
for what reason?
Necromancer, pero ahora que verlo.
Armies, man. Talk to me about those juicy battles.
Yeah, so the battle, just like the whole game, is
¿Qué tiene de malo?
So you
A
go
mí
into
me gustan los
combat, you
juegos con
bring
esos
all the
gráficos.
troops in, and you start by deploying them, and then all the troops have different stats, like
¿Cuál
offense and
sonido?
defense and health and so on. And they go in initiative order, and then you slug it out, and it's a bit like chess, but instead of like pawns and bishops, you have like horned wands and face spirits.
Great, and griffins and so on.
Yeah, and all those things.
And well, you know, as someone who just loves the Heroes of Might and Magic series, I know that you have translated a lot of the gameplay elements into Songs of Conquest, but what are some of the modern elements that you're bringing in?
Well, there's a lot of it, but I mean, one of them is our magic system. We call it the essence. So basically, in the Songs of Conquest universe, everything has an essence within there. It's sort of like the soul. So your troops, they have an essence. And to do magic, you need to bring the troops with the right essence, with your wielders.
Oh, I see.
So if you want to,
Ok, parece que hay una mecánica específica luego para el tema de la magia y todas esas cosas.
essence, like cavalry.
And maybe to ask a basic question, what if my opponent kills that cavalry?
Then you can't do the
Okay.
magic. So,
I see, okay.
Yeah, so if you're fighting someone, you kind of have to like weigh the pros and cons of what to kill off. Like, do you want to destroy their magic or their powerful troops?
Where can people go to get more information? And as always, when's it coming out?
And late 2020.
Yeah.
Oh, it's quite a ways off.
It's quite a ways off, but you can go to songsofconquest.com and sign up for alpha, and then you can play earlier.
Oh, bueno.
Well,
Para un
as you
alfa.
know, I'm really looking forward to playing it, Carl. Thanks for joining
Se
us.
ve divertido el juego, se ve divertido, tiene pinta de ser estratégico y tiene un apartado artístico que me llama mucho
Now,
la
our
atención.
next title is an update to a popular co-op game. Let's see what's in store for Vermintide 2.
Vermintide. Vamos a ver qué tal. Un enano. Wow. Se ve divertido. Me recuerda a Chivalry, pero con mejores gráficos y más divertido, más ágil. Mierda, eso es trampa. Wow. Que tiene muy buenos gráficos, Dios mío. Demasiado buenos gráficos. El 12. Ah, Warhammer. Ahí sí a Warhammer. Ah. Es el Left 4 Dead de Warhammer, sí, tienes razón. Se ve muy bueno, se ve divertidísimo y gráficamente hablando es genial.
It looks deliciously vile, and surely dismembering Scraven is so much more satisfying when you know you're going ham on a
Para los que querían Left 4 Dead, este es de los creadores de Left 4 Dead, así que
behind their computer screen. You can sign up now for the Vermintide 2 Versus beta at vermintide2.com/versus. In Per Aspera, you're an artificial consciousness orbiting Mars, whose ultimate purpose is to terraform the planet, starting from a single drone in your landing site and turning the planet into a flourishing second home for humanity. Courtesy of developer Talon Industries and publisher Raw Fury, here's a first ever look at Per Aspera.
un primer vistazo de qué dijo.
As we all know, reaching the Red Planet was not humanity's greatest achievement.
¿Qué es esto?
Transferring the complexity of the human mind to machines was.
Ah, bueno, eso no es la Tierra.
So we succeed where we fail. So they can build us a home on that distant, dusty rock. Today, Amy reaches Mars.
Wow, ¿qué es esto?
Begins their mission. Amy, are you with us?
No Man's Sky.
Of course, I'm with you, Houston.
Otro juego de esos tipos Sin City, pero va a ser, parece, espacial y mucho más táctico. Un juego de gestión de recursos más que nada. Son muy complejos esta clase de juegos. Per Aspera. Ok, este juego no sé.
In the
No es
Assassin's
tanto
Creed
mío.
universe, our next guest sent players back in time to rewrite history. But for his debut project with indie studio Panache Digital Games, he's going to take us back 10 million years to where humanity began. Here to tell us all about ancestors is creative director and co-founder Patrice Detillet. Welcome, Patrice.
Thank you for having me. Really happy to be here. I've been waiting 10 years to come back on a big stage at E3 showing off a game.
10 años. Es tipo, ¿qué será que pasó? ¿Por qué tuvo fuera 10 años?
You to tell the story of human evolution.
Well, when I started Panache, I needed a game, an open world game in which you can do a lot of things. You need a character in a 3D environment at first. And I said, oh, I'm the historical guy, I'm the historical dude, so I need an historical period. So I said, oh, let's go back at the very beginning. It'll be easier to do. Because I won't have to build a city, I won't have to build technology.
¿Qué es esto? Algo así como un Sin City, pero un Sin City. ¿Cómo se llama ese juego que era de evolución? Evoland. No me acuerdo más. Spore. Algo así como un Spore, pero Full HD.
Explore your environment, and eventually you expand your territory, you expand your clan, because you're not playing that one badass character. You play a group of badass characters. And eventually you evolve into different species up until Lucy the Australopithecus roughly 2 million years ago.
I imagine our ancestors had a lot more issues to deal with than we do today. There's going to be a lot more dangers in this world, so tell me a bit more about those.
Well, it's all about from a prey to a predator. Basically, at the beginning of the game, everybody's there to kill you and devour you. And basically, at the end, it's pretty much you.
A ver, creo haber visto este juego antes en algún lugar. Creo que presentaron el año pasado este, ¿no? No me acuerdo más. Sí, sabíalo. Lo anunciaron el año pasado. Sí, pasa tipo un Spore, pero solo ya enfocado en los Homo sapiens y los que vienen antes y después.
It's about you, hey, Homo sapiens.
Can
you survive
sabía.
like our ancestors did? And that's the question I'm asking the players.
Okay.
It'll be for you to answer that question.
Miren ahí el emoji con corazón ahí abajito.
Well, I was going
on PC first.
I was going to ask you when we can see it, and you answered my question first. Thank you so much.
Okay.
As Patrice says, Ancestors will be released August 27th, and you
El 27 de agosto, Parece que todos los juegos salen en agosto, hija de mil. ¿Qué? ¿Terminó ya? ¿Ya? ¿Ya acabó? Ah, sí. Parece que terminó ya. O no sé qué. Wow. Pero no mostraban ese juego que se veía tipo pixel art pero shooter en 2D. ¿Este ya salió ya? Chevalier 2. Rune 2, sí, claro que sí. ¿Será que ya acabó? A ver, ¿qué es eso? ¿Qué mierda es esto? No me jodas con estupideces, por favor. Tiene pinta de ser tipo esos típicos juegos de celulares hechos de puta, claro, de Epic Games, claro, tiene que ser.
Please welcome to the stage, Loring Lee, founder and CEO of Dragon Nest.
Ay, todavía apenas termina.
Chess has turned out to be a sensation, with hundreds of thousands, millions of players getting a taste of it. And here to talk about its coming to PC is Loring Lee. Take it away, Loring.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. I'm Loring Lee.
Un chino.
Hello. Hello. Yeah. I'm the CEO and founder of Dragon's Game. Dragon's Game is a game developer and publisher. Comes from China. I'm so happy to be here today on this stage to introduce our game, Auto Chess, to all of you. This is really exciting moment for us. As the trailer says, this is a real engaging game of Auto Chess. Dragon's now is working with the creator of Auto Chess, Jodo Studio. We are working together to bring Auto Chess to a world, both on PC and mobile, so that everyone from anywhere with any device can enjoy the same fun of Auto Chess.
Bueno, parece que todavía no va a acabar esto, gente. Parece que va a seguir.
By using the game engine of
por cierto, no le entiendo absolutamente nada al señor chino.
Unreal Engine is one of the best game engines.
A ver, los juegos de celulares son la industria del videojuego en China, ni can ración. Porque los celulares ahí se venden muchísimo y como la gente no tiene tanta plata para una PC gamer, muchos juegos se adaptan para que sean mucho más bajos gráficamente, pero para que corran bien en un celular para que China compre uno. Porque China tiene un mercado gigantesco de los videojuegos. Son titanes, son enormes.
On PC later this year. Okay, thank you everyone.
Thank you, Loring Lee.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for sharing the news with us. Once again, Auto Chess, if you have not played it, you must check it out. It is so fun. Our next title with Frankie up above, I understand is an inspired indie game.
We'll find out, sure, because one of the things we love about PC gaming is the way that game creators from all over the world can draw inspiration from one another's work. Chris Tales is a great example of that, a gorgeous indie love letter to classic JRPGs developed by a team in Colombia. Chris Tales' spin on the genre brings a unique perspective that lets you see the past,
que yo
present,
sepa,
and future
lo que es más fuerte en China es los celulares, a full. Como dije, ellos viven en habitaciones muy pequeñas, a veces casi no tienen ni espacio para tener una computadora. Obviamente, de que hay lo que creo que el mercado más potente, que si me imagino un juego hecho en Paraguay en la E3, uff. Ahora mismo están trabajando en, que yo sepa, en el juego de la guerra del Chaco. Y hay uno que se llama Factions, que está interesante, que es tipo League of Legends, que es de celulares. Wow, qué hermoso se ve este juego, Dios mío. Se ve precioso. Wow. Da ganas de dibujarle. La industria de videojuegos en Paraguay es muy corta, muy pequeña. Pero puede ser que alguien saque algo bueno. Ahora mismo Guaraní Studio es el estudio más potente que hay de videojuegos en Paraguay. Ya sacaron ya un juego para PlayStation 4, ¿sí? Sí, esos frames sí se pueden ver, la verdad. ¡Ay, hijo de puta!
In PC gaming,
¿Qué mierda?
It's not the size of your weapon, it's how you use it. And I'm holding one of the,
¿Cuánto debe pesar esa cosa?
It's the average, isn't it? It's just your average, Glock, really. No, it's one of the ridiculous alien weapons from our next game, Valfaris. A brutal, heavy metal-infused 2D action platformer inspired by true old-school classics like Contra and Turrican. Assuming the role of fearless warrior Therian, players must blast and slash their way through the doomed citadel of Valfaris, overcoming deadly environments and enemies.
Shooter en 2D.
At its very heart. Get ready to rip the galaxy a new wormhole.
Sí,
From publisher
exactamente.
Big Sugar, this is Valfaris.
Valfaris. Algo así. ¡Wow! Me recuerda muchísimo a Doom Troopers. Aquí, a ver, alguien en la audiencia que haya jugado Doom Troopers, un juego clásico de la Super Nintendo. A mí me recuerda a Doom Troopers y wow, se ve genial. Se ve espectacular, Dios mío, qué genial se ve. También tiene una mezcla un poco de Counter también. Contra. Wow. Yo no sé si Paraguay saca algún gran juego, habrá que ver la verdad. Wow, qué bien se ve, Dios mío. Esto sí se ve genial, se ve divertidísimo.
I'm very excited for our next guest. In case you have not been in downtown LA, E3 is covered with Borderlands 3 art. It's amazing, it's beautiful. And joining me is the amazing and beautiful Paul Sage, creative director of Borderlands 3.
Beautiful's the new one, thanks.
Yeah, there you go, Paul. Welcome. I mean, there's been so much hype around Borderlands 3.
Tiene toda la pinta de ser ese juego tipo grunge de los años 90.
So, you know, we've talked about our Vault Hunters. Well, this time we get to talk about Moze. And she is our gunner vault hunter, so she has a big mech, so it's one of the things. All about loot. We're talking about, you know, the different loot, such as shields, grenades, other things, going to different planets, so a lot of stuff to talk about.
Well, I mean, I want to start right off with Moze. Tell us everything you can about her.
Okay. Yes, I'll tell you everything I can.
Esto es Borderlands 3.
Like I said, she's a mech pilot. She has this
Dios mío, la forma en la que saltan de tema a tema es rapidísimo.
You know, we have multiple action skills, which means that she can equip either
Casi
a
ni te das
minigun
cuenta.
or a railgun or a flamethrower. You know, if you want to barbecue your enemies, something like that.
Oh,
so,
nice.
You know, yeah, Moze is a terrifically fun character for us right now.
Now, we've been excited to be collating a whole bunch of community questions. We're going to break them into two categories. First, there's a whole bunch of repeat questions that I want to make sure we get to right now. One of the big categories is about loot, because you've mentioned having a billion guns earlier, but what can you tell us about some of the other gear, the other progression systems in the game?
Yeah, so let's talk about grenades, like one of my favorite things that we don't get to talk about a lot. So in the past we've had grenades that they've had like one thing, they can bounce, they can stick to different things, you know. This time we're combining like all of those things. So for instance,
Okay, esto es Borderlands 3. Yo no tengo ni idea de Borderlands, no sé nada,
an
así
explosion
que
would come out and the grenade would
mejor no
fire
opino
guns
nada.
as it was going through, right? So we have like a ton of different grenades that are in there.
Mierda, aguántenme un segundo. ¿Qué está pasando acá?
Shield where if you duck, that shield will extend out in front of you, you know, so
Okay,
just
eso fue
tons
raro.
of different things that we have with our characters. Class mods,
Oye, ¿qué está
class mods
pasando?
are unique, and that they give you skills this time as well as enhancing skills you currently have.
I also remember earlier you mentioned about artifacts. What are
Maldita
So
sea.
artifacts are, you
Se
know,
bugueó el evento.
concentrated on,
No
like,
fue mi culpa.
hey,
Culpa del
does the
evento
game
fue.
feel fluid? Can I, you know, slide into things? Can I jump? Can I mantle? Right. So when we were playing with that, we slid into a barrel, right? And the barrel exploded. And we're like, well, that's kind of fun. So why don't we do something like that? So our artifacts actually add certain things to movement. So for instance, you can slide faster. You can slide, and every time you slide, there's an explosion. We have something we call.
¿Qué está pasando? ¿Qué le está pasando a la transmisión?
A second category of questions unrelated to loot. Well, there's going to be a single player campaign. Be happening after the campaign. What are some of the beyond the single player, maybe end game?
Acá dice que está todo bien.
All right, in-game content. Okay, well, let's see three. So I can
¿Qué
give it a little
carajo
bit.
está
So we have
pasando?
this thing what we call the Guardian system. So for those people who played Borderlands before, you might remember Badass ranks. Badass ranks, you can get, you know, it's basically kind of an infinite progression system that added to your stats. Yeah. We doubled down on that. We have what we call Guardian rank. And Guardian rank not only has that infinite progression,
puede mantener
but it has skills
una
and different
transmisión
skins that you can
correcta.
open
¿Qué
up
está
as you
pasando
go
acá?
through. And the
Y es
cool thing about
PC.
that is like every character that you play on that account gets the benefits of Guardian rank.
Oh, interesting. All right, last category we're going to go through, and then we're going to hit some rapid fire questions.
Okay.
How do the boss fights in Borderlands 3 compare to Borderlands 1 and 2? I know those were big aspects. How do you build upon that?
Right, so I think of a boss fight, you know, like I'm an old school Nintendo fan, right? So I love huge boss fights that have like three phases and stuff like that. So now those people,
La batalla contra
smart
jefes,
people in the
gente.
audience know that
Son
we
lo más
call them
importante en un
boss
videojuego, la
instead
batalla
of
contra
boss,
jefes.
Right, and so
Pero qué mierda le pasa a esta basura. ¿Que acaso va a sacar un tráiler de Cyberpunk 2077? Eso estaría muy genial.
Well, now I want to ask some really quick questions that should be yes or no, very brief. First from Castore, how will you be handling multiplayer?
Multiplayer, we will basically be allowing anybody to jump in at any time, so...
Awesome. From MHL Animations,
okay.
Can I pet the gun? Great question.
I'm not here to judge what you do with your gun, so that's a personal question.
All right, great. Sam Wiseman asks, is Maya's new companion a siren?
People are asking the right questions. That's what I will say about that.
Oh, you tease.
Sorry.
All right, from Ironic Sanguine says, is Tiny Tina going to be seen fighting alongside the Vault Hunters?
Yes.
Nice.
Okay,
right, I'm just
okay,
blast through
okay.
a couple more as fast as I possibly can. Right. What's the level cap at launch?
50.
Will we get to see flak?
Yes.
Will we see golden keys and/or shift codes for Borderlands 3?
Absolutely.
Will there be duels?
Yes.
Other kinds of PvP?
Yes and no.
And also maybe.
¿Qué opino de Elden Ring? Opino que se ve... Bueno, no vimos nada de gameplay. Esto va a ser como lo que pasó con Sekiro Shadow Twice. Primero el concept art y después vamos a ver por fin un verdadero trailer. Así que yo opino que ese juego vamos a tener que esperar bastante tiempo para ver bien qué tal es, qué tal va a estar. Pero por lo menos la historia va a ser impresionante. Va a ser impresionante, va a ser genial. El juego de por sí luego tiene pinta de que va a ser algo así como nórdico. Eso va a ser muy espectacular. Pero vamos a ver el nuevo juego. ¿Qué mierda es eso?
Oh, hi, we're live. Sorry. Hello, I was just, I was actually testing out my outfit for this weekend. I don't know, what do you think, John?
I think you look really sharp, as always.
Very sharp.
Igual la palabra cringe da cringe, así que Dios mío.
Thank you for joining us again on the show.
Yeah, very
sharp leader.
Yes. Now, last year, we revealed Man-Eater to the world. And can you remind anyone who missed it what the game's all about?
Absolutely. Man-Eater is an open-world action RPG, or Shark PG as we call it. You start as a small baby shark pup, and you have to survive in this harsh world and try to eat your way to the top of the ecosystem. The three words that we think sum the game up the best are eat, explore, and evolve. And we also have someone we'd like you to meet.
Well, let's meet him then. Let's take a look at the new trailer.
A ver, yo no sé cuánto te deben pagar para ponerte ese traje, pero yo ni por $1 millón me lo pongo. ¿Qué quieren engañar? Por $1 millón me pongo un traje 1000 veces más ridículo. ¿Qué es esto? La música. Copyright. Dios mío. Había un juego Flash de internet que era de un tiburón y me recuerda bastante.
You come any closer with that camera, we two gonna toss it.
El copyright me va a violar. Pero la jugabilidad, a ver cómo se juega.
John, who was that appallingly dressed fisherman in the trailer? Because quite frankly, not even I would eat him.
That was Scaly Pete, and Scaly Pete's the villain in this tale. Pete is our best fisherman in the Gulf, the best shark fisherman, or he'll tell you he's the best shark fisherman. And he disfigures our baby shark at the beginning of the game and does some really nasty things. So he's not a very nice guy. And now the story of Man-Eater is told through the lens of a reality show called Shark Hunters vs. Man-Eaters. And it follows Pete and the player shark on its adventures. And it's a really, it's a very exciting way to tell a story.
A ver, es un simple juego de tiburones, un simulador de tiburones. No sé por qué le dan tantas vueltas.
Yeah, there is an awful lot of man-eating going on in this game. That is the name of the game. And but
ahí está, la jugabilidad.
Shark-tastic fun action game. It's like GTA if you were a shark. But there's
Se ve bien.
There is more to the game than just eating.
Se ve muy
we spend a
bien.
lot of time moving through the water, breaching out, and adding abilities to go up on the beach for an afternoon snack. There's a lot of exciting things that you can do in the game.
And you mentioned before it's a shark PG. How does that progression system work?
So there's three facets to the Shark PG elements of the game.
Okay, dice que es
There's
tipo un
growth, there's
RPG.
life phases, and there's evolutions. So growth comes about through eating things, nutrients, people, whatever
Mientras
you
más
can
cosas
find.
comas, más
And
grande
that's
te
kind of like your XP in the game. That allows you to level up, your shark will grow a little bit, you'll get more powerful. And then at key phases that we call life phases, you'll make a big jump.
Sí,
So
golpea con
let's
la
say
cola.
you're a brooding teenage shark. And you're about to become an adult. When you become
No
an
sé
adult,
si en la vida
you
real
take a
los
big leap in
tiburones pueden golpear
size,
con
a
la
big leap
cola,
in
pero bueno.
power and capability. And then as you reach these life phases, you unlock evolutions that can be applied to parts of the shark's body.
Tipo
For
GTA dice
example,
que va a
you
ser.
could get metallic teeth that allow you to shred boats, or a powerful tail that allows you to jump to incredible heights, or you could get mutated lungs that allow you to spend a little more time on the beach getting those afternoon snacks.
Just really quickly, John, everyone's wanting to know this question. When's it coming out?
So we're really hard hammerheading away at this game and trying to make it the most awesome shark RPG ever. We're not ready to announce a date, but we're pretty certain you're going to see it before the next PC gaming show.
Well, I hope we do,
Okay.
John, otherwise
No hay fecha, pero va a ser supuestamente antes del próximo PC Gaming Show. O sea que 2020.
So I'll see you in a bit. I'm just going to have a snack. Thank you, John.
Thank you.
¿Qué es esto? ¿Una silla? A ver, lo dije de broma, Dios mío, si era una silla, maldita sea. Una puta silla.
You know, one of the absolute best parts about being sponsored by
Y claro, ahí está sentado. Prefiero la silla de PewDiePie, gracias. Es mil veces mejor.
About Terraria. Terraria is one of the best-selling PC games of all time, selling almost 30 million copies. And part of the reason why it's maintained such popularity is the fact that the developers Relogic continue to add
¿Cuánto será que está
content,
esa
going
silla?
from 250 items at release to now over 4,000. Let's take a look at their penultimate expansion coming up, Terraria Journey's End.
No tiene posavasos, tiene razón. ¡Terraria! ¿Se acuerdan de Terraria? El hermano bastardo en 2D de puta Minecraft. Yo jugaba antes muchísimo Terraria. Mi hermano de Bon Fever está a full. Wow, este no. ¿Qué pasó de Starbound? Creo que así se llamaba, ¿verdad? Starbound. ¿Qué? ¿Qué es esto? ¿Un editor? Por fin. Ah, no, jefes, no, monstruos gigantes. Ay, Dios mío, ¿en serio, Pico?
The next title that we're going to be looking at is a game that is the spiritual successor to Her Story. It's called Telling Lies by Annapurna Interactive, and joining me to talk about it is game director Sam Barlow and actor-producer Logan Marshall Green. Welcome, gentlemen.
¿Ellos en qué trabajan? ¿Ellos son los que trabajan en Terraria o son de otro juego?
If you haven't played Her Story, you totally should. It's fantastic. I want to note, it is a game where you watch live interactive video in order to uncover what happened with a murder. What is it that's going on in Telling Lies? What's the premise?
So,
Telling Lies?
like Her Story, Telling Lies is a game in which you watch video footage to piece together a story. And this time we have a woman who has stolen an NSA hard drive, which contains secretly recorded, intimate and private conversations between our four characters. Something has gone terribly wrong, and it's up to you to figure out what and why.
It's time to take a look at some of the gameplay mechanics and see
Ok, un
Telling
juego
Lies in
tipo
action.
detectivesco donde vos tenés que identificar qué fue lo que salió mal. Vamos a ver un poco. Esto se oye muy interesante. Creo que ya había visto un juego así antes. Hablaron de eso acá.
Once upon a time.
It's late. I gotta get her in the bath.
A ver, esto entra más dentro del género de novela visual más que de videojuego.
You already know too much. It's late. I gotta get her in the bath. I love you. Love you.
I've only ever been in love once. It was with a girl I met when I was 18, but I was too young and naive to handle it properly. I guess I still carry a torch for her, which makes me a incurable romantic or underdeveloped emotionally.
Ok, esto es muy raro. Pero se ve interesante. Se ve muy interesante.
Oh, Sam, I got some questions for you about what we've just seen. Talk to me about the mechanics. I saw, the subtitles up, highlighting, and it was loading more video footage. What's going on?
So what we do in Telling Lies is we take all of the exploration you would have in a normal video game. So all that walking around in a 3D world.
Yeah.
And we apply that directly to the story, to the footage itself. So you're going to be scrubbing around in these clips, paying close attention, and you're going to be picking up on the subtext, listening to names, people, places. And with that information, you're going to use that to find more clips, dig into those, and over time,
Perdón por
build
irme,
up
ya
this
volví.
picture of the story.
¿Qué tal?
And it's truly like an open
El porno en
world
la esquina esa onda.
game.
Well, a lot of times with open world video games, they talk about, the square kilometerage or miles in America. What's the sort of scope that we're talking about? Like, how many hours of footage is there?
So we got over 10 hours of footage here.
Wow, really?
It's a story that encompasses 2 years. What I wanted to do with this one was, like I say, really embrace this idea of it being an open world game. You're free to explore and follow your curiosity. Just lose yourself in this story.
Yeah.
All the characters. It's this huge, messy, colorful story that we're trying to tell.
Well, I'm curious, Logan, as a performer in this kind of game, what is it like to actually try to have all the layers in there for each performance, also not knowing when a player is going to be seeing the specific footage you're performing?
Well, it's definitely a non-linear open world game, but our approach and Sam's approach was not unlike a movie or a TV show, and we had to understand it A to B. And so, for the most part, that's how we shot it. Obviously, when you're shooting a movie or a TV show, and in this case, a game, you're going to be shooting out.
A ver, yo estoy seguro que ya había visto antes un juego así. No recuerdo dónde, pero estoy seguro de haberlo visto mucho antes.
Went after it like all the other times we're actors. We just went after intention and then what do we want, and we tried to make it as deep. It's got a lot of scope. Yeah. But we wanted to make it as deep as possible, and Sam is one of the best movie or TV directors I've worked with, so it was very similar.
Nice. Yeah, look at you too. Yeah. Now, of course, I do want to stress to any of you, if you have not played Her Story, it's quick to play through. It's absolutely brilliant. Please check it out in the meantime. But we're, of course, waiting to find out, when can we play Telling Lies?
Very soon. Very soon, I promise. We'll have a date soon. Right now, you can go to Steam. You can wishlist on Steam. We all love Steam.
Ok, parece que no van a dar fecha todavía.
We'll be showing a little bit more during E3, and the game will be out. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Desperate to get it out there.
Yeah. As soon as humanly possible. Yeah. Well, Sam Logan, thanks so much for joining me on stage. Once again, Telling Lies. Now, up on the balcony, Frankie's going to be talking to us about a game that my friends, year after year after year, keep telling me I have to play because of how much they've improved it. Frankie, what's going on with Warframe?
Well, one of my favorite parts of last year's show, aside from
no soy tan fan de Warframe. Es gratuito y se ve divertidísimo, pero no sé, yo, como ya dije, no tengo tanto tiempo para juego online.
So, chat, behave yourselves, please, because Mother's here. Now, Rebecca, what are we about to see?
We're going to take a look at an amazing trailer that our team has put together. A lot of our players have been waiting a year for a look at what we've been calling Railjack, so it's about time to, see what we've been doing.
Yeah, let's take a look.
Fire. Warframe. Se ve de puta madre, pero como ya dije, yo no sé por qué nunca me interesó tanto Warframe. Por más espectacular que se viera.
Rebecca, it must be so exciting to know that the fans have finally seen it, and you're clearly going all in on the epic space combat. So tell me about the new stuff the players are going to be able to experience.
I wasn't shaking before we started talking, and now I am because it's real, because, you know, Empyrean is what we're calling codename Railjack. It's basically taking the Space Ninja part of Warframe, sending it back up to space, bringing players that squad gameplay they know, taking the enemies like the Corpus and the Grineer, giving them their own Railjack to essentially explore the solar system with and take down the bad guys.
Explorar el sistema solar, esa cosa.
Well, TennoCon is in London, Ontario. It's July 6th, and you can come watch
Sí,
it
de
online
julio,
on Twitch.
gente.
We're going to be showing a lot more in our keynote for what Empyrean is going to be.
Well, today I'm getting a feel for the suit, so what's the deal with that sweet-looking Necros Prime? How do I get my Tenno arms into it?
I cannot say that on live television, but you know, there are ways. But yeah, you just have to link your Warframe account to your Twitch account. If you watch 30 minutes of our Tenno live show, you can get it, but hopefully you stay for the whole hour, because we got lots to show.
Well, thank you so much, Rebecca, and good luck with TennoCon on July 6th. Thank you. Okay, now we've seen some amazing stuff today, but nothing quite so gloriously strange as our next game. Developed by Brooklyn-based studio Feral Cat Den, it's an existential-based jazz odyssey set during the Big Bang. Yeah, it's actually blown my mind learning about this one. Buckle up, everyone, because we're about to get bonkers with Genesis Noir.
¿Qué? ¿Qué dijo? Noir. A mí me encanta todos los juegos con esta clase de estética. Todos los juegos con estética noir siempre me parecieron espectaculares e interesantes. Y este tiene una pinta que me encanta. Ya no solo por los gráficos, sino ya por la banda sonora. Este se ve muy interesante, la verdad. El estilo. Pero ¿cómo será? ¿Será algo así como una especie de novela visual o algo extraño? Se ve muy interesante, parece que va a mezclar diferentes mecánicas de diferentes novelas visuales y juegos de puzzles. Este sí se ve muy bueno, Genesis. Wow. Genesis Noir está muy genial. Este sí se ve muy espectacular.
Genesis Noir, just beautiful, stylish art. The next game we're going to take a look at is the twist on the stealth genre. It's called El Hijo, where you play as a 6-year-old trying to escape a
me hubiera
monastery
gustado
and
ver,
find your
de este sí me
mother
hubiera gustado ver
using
más información
toys
del
and
juego,
tricks to avoid
no de
mice.
los otros.
Let's take a look at this gorgeous spaghetti western inspired project from Studio
Un spaghetti western ahora. No sé, para mí ya es imposible superar a Red Dead, pero sí es divertido. Gráficamente hablando parece más sencillo. Ah, bueno. Vista cenital, ya. Qué lindo se ve el juego. Dios mío. Metal Gear para allá. ¿Y qué parte de esto es Spaghetti Western se puede saber? Creo que se ambientan en esa clase de mundo, pero no es un western. ¿Cómo era una resortera? Tiene pinta de ser bastante divertido. El hijo. Hola amigos, soy mexicano, güey. El hijo. Me da gracia como los americanos pronuncian hecho puta en inglés.
From Larian Studios, CEO Sven Vinke, and from Dungeons & Dragons at Wizards of the Coast, the creative director of Dungeons & Dragons, Mike Merles, to talk about Baldur's Gate 3.
Por fin, Baldur's Gate. Jamás jugué Baldur's Gate.
Now, this was only just recently announced. How did this partnership come about?
We went to see Wizards of the Coast at the end of Divinity
A ver,
Original
un poco
Sin
voy a
1.
explorar un poco de Baldur's Gate, porque yo no sé por qué nunca jugué. Igual nunca me llamó tanto la atención el Baldur's Gate.
But we had a long chat about what the vision would be for the game. And then we kept on bumping into each other. And then suddenly in 2016, I get a phone call from Nathan Stewart, who's the big boss of Mike and the head of Dungeons and Dragons. He said, you need to come to Seattle right away. We're going to have dinner in a very shady restaurant. And he had this big stack of
Okay, el primer Baldur's Gate tiene pinta de ser un juego clásico.
And in it was pretty much everything that we talked about. And he says, I'm going to present this to my board. Do you still want to do it? Yeah, of course I still want to do it.
Lo mismo con el segundo.
And then a couple of weeks later, we started negotiating, and here we are.
I mean, what does the Baldur's Gate franchise mean to you, Mike?
Oh, to me, it's the crown jewel of D&D computer games, right? I mean, for me personally, Baldur's Gate, the original one, was finally I had the chance to actually play a D&D campaign rather than having to run them for all my friends. So it means so much to us. Baldur's Gate, it's such fantastic storytelling, and it's so exciting to see it come to not only a new generation of gamers, but for the gamers who remember the 20 years it's been since the original, the first two in the series. So it's incredibly exciting.
Pues sí, te perdiste muchísimas cosas. Hay muchos juegos que están muy interesantes, pero hay otros que no tanto. En su mayoría están muy geniales. Hay juegos que están bien chulos. Hay uno que es tipo Contra, que está genial. Y ahora van a hablar de Baldur's Gate. Vamos a ver si muestran gameplay o se van a limitar a mostrar cinemáticas.
There's going to be mind flayers. They're very nasty. You are seeing in the trailer the process of ceremorphosis, as we call it. It's accelerated, so that's not normal.
Yeah.
And you're going to see a lot of iconic creatures, iconic characters, iconic places, and that's as far as we go.
I'm curious about some of the gameplay elements, because obviously, there's just been a big resurgence of Dungeons and Dragons, tons of broadcasts on Twitch.
¿Va a ser tipo estratégico o cómo va a ser?
How do you translate some of the insane things that players want to do into, what has to be a structured computer game?
So we started with the player handbook, which is basically the basic rule set of Dungeons & Dragons.
Which player handbook? Which
5th edition.
Great. Yeah.
And so we ported as much as we could to the video game. We looked at what worked really well. We looked at the things that didn't work that well, because it is a video game, and this was made for tabletop gaming. And so we started modifying those things, and then we had to add things on top of it, because if you play tabletop, you have a game master, and you say, well, I want to do this.
Yeah.
And then the game
I want to start a fight with a pigeon. And he's like, okay, roll for dexterity.
Exactly, that's it. So we had to add systems to make that possible within the game. But we've gone very, very far.
Yeah, and can you give an example of like a crazy moment that a player might do that you could actually play out in the game?
Well, I could, let's say that we get into a fight because you ask a nasty question, I don't want to answer it. And I take the chair over there, I put it on fire, smash it on your head. Just as an example.
That's just an example, this is fine, we're just talking.
These are things that we have to put systems into the game for to do it, which are not necessarily going to be described inside of the book.
Interesting. And I mean, like, Mike, in terms of your role, speaking to Larian Studios, you have tons of data of all the sorts of things that players do. What's the sort of information that you provide in assistance?
Well, really what it comes down to is providing the story support.
Bueno, okay.
We think of Dungeons & Dragons, the universe of D&D,
El mejor RPG de los últimos 10 años. The Witcher 3, claro que sí.
And build their own stories. So working with
¿Y
Larry
dónde
and
está
working with
Xenoblade?
Ben, a lot of it was just
Por ejemplo,
opening up that
Xenoblade
code box
Chronicle
and
X
sharing.
me parece
And
que es
giving
un
that kind of guidance.
RPG
You know,
de
like,
la
I
gran
remember
puta.
one of our first meetings, we just laid out a map of Baldur's Gate and the Sword Coast and
Mierda.
asking a lot of questions like, what kind of story do you want to tell? Where do we want to go? What are the cool locations we always wanted to put in a game like this? And then in terms of the system support, you know, what does it mean in terms of the story for each character, for each character race, each character class? So that if you have your favorite class and it's in the game, you really feel like you're taking on that role that you love so much in the tabletop. It's really coming to life in an authentic way in Baldur's Gate 3.
Porque la verdad que
We're
es
going to talk in a
interesante.
moment about
Se oye
Baldur's
interesante.
Gate 3 release dates and whatnot, but we have a second game that we want to talk about and on a new technology known as pencil and paper. I understand that there is a tabletop prequel coming for Baldur's Gate.
Exactly. So in Baldur's Gate, we think there's one saga, all the different games coming together to tell one grand story of this city. So on September 17th, we're releasing our next tabletop campaign, Baldur's Gate: Descent into Avernus, and it is the next chapter in the Baldur's Gate saga, and it's a prequel to Baldur's Gate 3. So if you haven't played a Baldur's Gate game since Baldur's Gate 1 or 2, this is your chance to check out on the history. It's been about 100 years since the events of Baldur's Gate 2. Yeah. So this will give you a chance to check in on the city, to see what's going on, its current state, who the movers and shakers are. We also feature a complete levels 1 to 13 campaign that takes you from the mean streets of Baldur's Gate to the
Ay,
depths of
puta,
hell
1:30.
itself. And sort of pose to the players a question: do you want to redeem Baldur's Gate or send it to damnation? So
Me parece
put
que
that
Baldur's
in
Gate es un
players'
tipo
hands.
juego un poco más
Well, I have
complejo.
to ask Sven, it's a question on a lot of people's minds. What can you talk to us about expected release time frames?
So people have been waiting for it for a long time.
Yeah.
They're going to have to wait a little bit more when it's ready. This is the game that we want to play, so we want to make sure it's really, really good. And then when that's the case, then we'll release it.
Ok. No van a atacar, no van a tirar todavía fecha de lanzamiento, va a tardar todavía. Malditos.
Take your time. If the Divinity original Sin games are any indication of the quality.
Take your time, me recuerda a Persona 4,
Thanks so
Persona
much for
5.
joining me on stage.
Thank you.
Take
Ben
your
and Mike
time.
talking about Baldur's Gate 3. Goodbye. Goodbye, guys. Why are they leaving? Well, it's because the PC gaming show has officially concluded. Let's bring up on the stage the fantastic Frankie Ward.
Estuvo larga, o por lo menos yo la sentí larga, no sé.
Thank you so much.
Un poquito pesada, todavía tiene ese peso de ser algo aburrida porque son mucha gente hablando, se presenta el juego muy facha, pero esa temática de hablar un buen rato, a mí me aburre, me da sueño. Pero no fue malo, no fue malo para nada, presentó juegos interesantes, cosas fachas, pero yo la sentí larguísima, la sentí eterna. Y no sé cuánto tiempo duró, vamos a ver cuánto duró. A ver, aburrido sí, malo no, tienes razón Alex Helsing, aburrido sí, malo no. A ver, no anunciaron, no anunciaron el Half-Life 3, qué pena.
I'm personally looking forward to Songs of Conquest, and as you heard, there's games
O sea,
coming out all across
2 horas duró, 2 horas, duró menos que el de Microsoft creo, pero se sintió más largo. Se sintió mucho más largo. Yo por lo menos, a ver, yo legalmente, aparte por mi incapacidad de poder hacer bien las cosas. Ok. Vamos a ver un poco ahora qué hay. Vamos a ver un poco un segundo qué. Vamos a ver, voy a verificar, voy a buscar ya el otro. Aquí ahora va a empezar el otro evento.
Think leveling up only happens in game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
Bueno, ya cállate. Ok. Esa fue la PC Gaming Show. Como siempre tuvo lo suyo, cosas interesantes, juegos facha, pero muy pesada y muy aburrida. Yo creo que eso es lo que me mata del PC Gaming, que es muy pesada, llega a ser. Vamos a ver un poco qué tal el siguiente evento. El siguiente evento, la siguiente conferencia se llama Limit Room. Voy a buscar un poco la conferencia de Limit Run, denme un segundo para ver cuándo empieza. Esa es una de las nuevas compañías.